Welcome back to Jersey Matters. I'm Larry Menti. The new Congress has been sworn in, and in that new Congress, 4 new members from New Jersey in the House of Representatives. Jersey Matters' Veronica Dudo was in Washington for the ceremony. Veronica.
535 members of the new 116th Congress have been seated here today in Washington, D.C., with the Democrats taking the majority of the U.S. House of Representatives after 8 years out of power. While the nation remains deeply divided, lawmakers we spoke with here today say they are committed to finding a way to work together.
And to the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, I extend to you this gavel. Thank you.
The balance of power on Capitol Hill has shifted as California's Nancy Pelosi is back in her previous role as Speaker of the House.
I'm particularly proud to be the woman Speaker of the House of this Congress, which marks the 100th year of women having the right to vote.
With the 2018 midterm elections, Democrats took back control of the House, while Republicans retained their majority in the U.S. Senate. In New Jersey, Republican Representative Chris Smith was reelected in the 4th District, but Democrat Andy Kim beat Republican incumbent Tom MacArthur in the 3rd District. Meanwhile, Democrat Tom Malinowski defeated Republican incumbent Leonard Lance in the 7th District, and Democrats captured 2 open seats with wins by State Senator Jeff Van Drew in South Jersey's 2nd District and newcomer Mikey Sherrill in North Jersey's 11th District.
The congressional freshman class of 2019 is the most racially and gender diverse group of representatives ever elected to the House in its more than 200-year history.
I feel so lucky to come into Congress with this class, especially because of the gender diversity, to have our Congress represent this country, especially the working moms and dads across the country that need to see good legislation to move their families forward. I think these women will present important voices in the House.
A former United States Navy helicopter pilot and a former federal prosecutor, Sherrill hit the ground running, announcing that H.R. 8, a bipartisan universal background check bill, is the first legislation she chose to co-sponsor. The Montclair Township resident says there are several additional issues she wants to take on.
We have got to get a good infrastructure package. We've got to get the Gateway Tunnel funded. We have to bring down health care costs for American families. We really need to move forward on the environment, because that is not something that we have time to solve. We've got to start addressing environmental issues today.
A former dentist in Dennis Township for more than 30 years and a former senator for New Jersey's 1st legislative district, Van Drew says his successful path to Washington is an example of the American dream.
I wasn't connected. I didn't come from a politically powerful family. I didn't have any special connections of any kind. And it was just a lot of hard work and a lot of really good people who have supported me and helped me. And it's kind of an amazing American story a little bit.
The United States Coast Guard is the only service of the U.S. Armed Forces which remains unfunded during a federal shutdown. Amid the current partial government shutdown, Van Drew sponsored his first bill, H.R. 350, which would fund the Coast Guard for fiscal year 2019. Now, as he continues on his new journey, he says he is ready to fight for issues important to his constituents.
Making sure that we preserve Social Security, that we preserve Medicare, that we take care of our veterans, that we make sure that there isn't drilling offshore the coast of New Jersey or the whole East Coast area, that we keep it clean and pristine and pure. Just to name a few, immigration, there's a lot of issues. There's a lot for us to work on.
A lot to work on with one important focus.
Bipartisanship. It's more important not to be a good Republican or to be a good Democrat, but to be a good American.
As this historic new Congress officially convenes, there are already several serious issues facing the country. But many remain hopeful that bipartisan support will prevail to bring the country together. Reporting in Washington, D.C. for Jersey Matters, I'm Veronica Dudo.
All right, thank you, Veronica. When we come back, a segment of the population that has all but been ignored by history may now find its way into the textbooks because of a new law. We'll explain when Jersey Matters continues.